Justin, a question you'll hate, but I mean, Fitz said after the game that you didn't practice at all last week. He also said, fortunately, you're feeling good now. I mean, how long has the leg been bothering you, and how has it limited you in games thus far this season?
I injured it in the Bowling Green game, so and then obviously we had the bye week. And just trying to get back to play. But knew I'd be a little bit limited for Wisconsin, but came out of it feeling good, so should be much better this week.
And does it affect acceleration or cutting, or what is it?
No, I mean at this point I just had to, at least for last game. I don't know about this game, but I had to wear the brace, so just a little bit of an adjustment, just feel wise, having that on your leg, but still able to do everything. Just trying to get the strength back, but feeling good.
This is also for you, Justin. Last time you guys played Penn State here, you had a huge day, 186 rushing yards. What do you remember from that game?
Oh, I don't remember doing all that, but I mean, it was a tough game. Man, that was a while ago, so I'm trying to remember. But we got after it. I was probably our sophomore year, so we ran the ball a lot that year. Yeah, it was, obviously facing a tough defense then, facing a tough defense now. So just going to have to execute better than we did in that third quarter against Wisconsin, Joe. So just trying to pick it back up how we started the game, executing well and getting those first downs and converting.
Also, you're closing in on the program rushing record. Is that something you've been paying much attention to? Is it something you're trying not to pay attention to? Or
Yeah, well, everyone keeps bringing it up a lot. Nah, man, our goals as a team are to win the Big Ten West, and obviously last week wasn't, what we wanted. So this week, we're going to have to step it up against a great team coming in our place and trying to come and take what we want. So just going to have to play better.
Tommy, are you guys collectively pretty ticked off when you see the tape of how you guys are playing?
Absolutely. We always say the team will go as the offensive line goes, and we didn't play well enough. We're a unit. That's on us. We got to execute in the running game, protect Clayton, and we failed to do that. And, it's really frustrating when you see that, especially a lot of things that we worked on in practice, mistakes. But, great thing is we have another day. We can come back to practice tomorrow, attack our preparation, and play a great game against Penn State, and that's what we're planning to do. I'm confident we're going to fix a lot of those mistakes. But yeah, you said it. It's frustrating to see those on tape.
Tyler, I know you're going against 11 guys, but I don't know how much film you've gotten to see on Barkley. What jumps out to you?
I mean, he's obviously a running quarterback. He's really quick. Barkley. Trace. I thought you said McSorley or whatever. No, I mean, he's one of the most talented players I'll ever play, He's the best back, competing for the best back that I've ever seen, So, we really got to limit him. It's going to be tough with him, obviously, and we got to stop the run, force them to pass, and that's really where I live, stopping that run in the inside. So he's very shifty. He could jump cut. He could do anything, and so he likes to bring it to the outside of the defense. So I'm trying to hold down that middle and make him cut out so that our guys out back can get to him.
Joe, more on Barkley. As a defensive end, how do you balance trying to get up the field and rush the passer, but also just keep your contain on the outside with a back like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a dynamic back, and it's tough to control where he's going to go. I think how we defend that is just, staying strong in our gaps and being able to control our blockers first, not worry about where the ball is going to go or where it could bounce or where he might cut. I think we just need to play defensively sound in our gaps and focus on our technique so that we can be able to stop the run early.
Whoever wants to deal with this grenade, how are you guys going to deal with any statement Saturday during the anthem? It sounds like you're still going to discuss it to be determined, but do you think it'll be something that everybody does, or you know, if a couple guys want to express themselves differently, you think they might do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we have a lot of different guys on this team, come from a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different viewpoints. But, you know, what we always talk about is respecting each other and loving each other and supporting each other. So, you know, if someone wants to do something, you know, that's completely their right as an American citizen to do that and peacefully protest. And we've gotten the backing from our coaching staff, and all of our players and our leadership. So, you know, I guess, yeah, we'll talk more about the logistics of everything, but, you know, that's up to each individual.
I guess for Joe or Tyler, you guys, this defense has struggled a little bit with mobile quarterbacks last year, and then with Daniel Jones from Duke this year. What did you learn from that game that you can apply to facing McSorley next week?
Yeah, so as an outside rusher, you know, it's important for me to be able to contain the ball and make sure that I'm not getting too far upfield where he can escape out the side door, or not, you know, making an inside move where I don't have that leeway and letting him escape to the outside. So that's one area that I can improve on. And then just generally for the D-line being, you know, being sound on our pass rush lanes and being able to get to the quarterback in a direct manner so that we're not, you know, vacating spaces where he can escape out of the pocket.
Yeah, to complement off that, Joe talked about not getting upfield, not creating that lane for the quarterback to escape from. As inside guys, we've got to push the pocket. If we have our ends doing our job, he's going to step up. He's going to step up right into pressure up the middle with the big guys. So as long as we can press that pocket and he can keep his edge without creating that gap for him to run through, we should be able to contain him.
This is for Tommy. For the last few years, you've had a front row seat for the almost all-time program record holder, Justin. What's it like blocking for him, basically?
Yeah, it's great. That's the best way to sum it up. But I mean, I think it's always exciting knowing that if we do our job, he's going to do the rest. And sometimes it's pretty cool. You make your block, and then you see someone in open field. Someone's getting a call, and that's all right. And you'll see him throw a move on a guy in open space, and just think that totally worked on me too. But you know, he's a fantastic teammate, hard worker, comes in every day. He's a leader on our offense. There's no one I'd rather have in the backfield.
Thanks, buddy.
This is a question for Justin. You're getting close to Damian Anderson's school record. Have you ever met Damian or talked to him? And I know he was around, you know, his career is before you were paying attention to football, I'm sure. But, you know, what do you know about him, and what does it mean to you to be taking the record from him?
I mean, yeah, I actually talked to him this summer. His son was here for a camp, so got to talk with him a good amount. Great guy. You know, obviously, I watched his tape. Great running back. You know, having 2,000 rushing yards in a season, being a Heisman candidate, obviously, is a great feat. You know, obviously playing in the NFL as well. So, great running back. You know, I think obviously one of the best in the Big Ten history, and obviously one of the best in Northwestern history. So, you know, great guy. You know, being able to come at his record is, you know, obviously pretty cool. But like I said, I mean, a lot of our focus right now is to be on beating a great team. You know, I don't remember a top 5 team in the country, and it's going to take a lot. So, you know, I'm going to try and be on my game, and I know a lot of these guys are too, and it's going to take a whole team effort.
Tommy, I know Coach Fitz kind of called out the offensive line a little bit in the offseason. I'm just wondering, coming off a game like Saturday where you mentioned not being satisfied, does it feel same old, or is it different issues now versus maybe some of the things that were there last season?
It's a good question. I think there are some things that I know we have improved on from last year. We've got more depth on our offensive line. I think I see on long drives we can keep our energy up. So there are some things that we've definitely gotten better at. And then there are some mistakes too that we continue to make, whether it's some of it's just schematics, execution, not communicating well enough. That happened a few times. And in Big Ten road games, that's something we have to be prepared for. It's going to be loud, but we have to communicate. So yeah, while there are things we've improved on, there's a lot of work left to do. And I wish we would have gotten to a different point before the Wisconsin game, but here we are now, and we're ready to keep working. And yeah, I'm confident we're going to get things done.